Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Erica and I make travel, home, and lifestyle videos here on my YouTube channel, and I am so ready for today's video. Today we are doing a full closet clean out. I've been wanting to do this for weeks now. Like honestly, a few weeks ago I was looking at my closet and I was like, I just want to get into it and start reorganizing, start taking stuff out that I just haven't worn in forever. But then I was traveling, so I was like, okay, we need to wait until I get back from California to do the closet. So we are back, we're ready, and I am so excited to clean and organize my closet with you guys. I do think of myself as a pretty organized person, and I was proud of this closet for a long time, but it's just gotten out of hand at this point. And you know, it's spring, it's like kind of the season to just go through stuff, get rid of old stuff that you don't use anymore, and just reorganize that. So that's what we're doing in today's vlog. I'm so excited to hang out with you guys and just reorganize this closet. So if you're excited to also do that with me, please give the video a big thumbs up, and without further ado, let's start tackling the closet. So here's basically my to-do list slash checklist for the closet. One, I definitely want to get rid of some old clothes that I just don't wear anymore. They don't bring me joy, and I need to get rid of them. Like, there's pieces I've held on to for years and I don't know why. Like, it's just time to say goodbye, donate it so someone else can enjoy it, and that way I can also make room for more clothes. So that is step one, or just one thing I want to check off. Next, something I want to do is I want to take out all the winter stuff, like sweaters and any like heavy jackets that I know I'm not going to wear in the spring or summer, and I'm going to store them under my bed, because what I have right now is I have all of my clothes and it is way too crammed in here. So I want to just like have my closet for like spring and summer, and then a fall and winter closet. So like all in this corner, I have shoved like dresses and tank tops, which I have not worn in months because it's cold here in Michigan. So it's like, well, I don't even need those in my closet during the winter, and I just want them in my closet during the summer. So I basically want to have like two rotating closets, and whatever clothes are just not in season right now, I'm gonna put in these bins that I bought from Amazon, which should be coming tomorrow, and put them under my bed. So that way this closet just isn't so crammed. So I've never done that before, and I'm very excited to do that because I think it's gonna make me feel so organized. Because like, again, throughout the seasons, like during the summer, do I need all these sweaters hanging up? No, because I'm not going to wear them. So I would rather just store them under the bed. So that is the next thing I want to tackle on the list. And then I do sort of have it organized this way, but I like to have my clothes organized with like tank tops, short sleeve, long sleeve, heavier stuff, athletic stuff, jackets, and reorganize that so like everything's grouped together by like the type of clothing it is, if that makes sense. And it's just right now it's just kind of all over the place. It's still like grouped together, but it just needs to be reorganized, because right now what I have is sort of in the middle here. I have my sweaters because, you know, those are the first things I could grab, so I did that for the winter. And then on the outsides here I have like skirts and short sleeves, and then I have dresses tucked back here and tank tops because I wasn't needing them during the winter months. But now I want to reorganize that so it all makes sense, and I hope that makes sense. I'm a little crazy when it comes to like organizing stuff, but yeah, those are the things on the checklist. So I think to start things off, we need to just start grabbing stuff out and seeing what we want to keep and what we want to get rid of. I also want to show you just a little bit closer look at how I have this closet organized right now. So right here on the tippity top shelf are like all my baseball caps, and then in these four bins I have, and here is like bathing suits, this bin is jeans, this bin is leggings, and then I have my underwear and socks in here. And then in this bag I have a bag of basically purses that I should probably go through that because I feel like there's definitely purses in there I don't need anymore. And then again, I have, like, this is so random right now, like how it's organized, but these are skirts. Then we have short sleeve. Then we have long sleeve, flannels, as you can see right here. In this section is sort of like my athletic clothes, but athletic clothes that I think are good quality and nice and I want to hang up. So like these are like my Lululemon sweatshirts and just like nice athletic clothes right here. Here I have my jewelry. So I have this really cool hanging like jewelry organizer that I love. Then we have sweaters. So these all definitely need to come out because they are taking up delicate or prime real estate here in the closet. So these need to come down. Then I have jackets, and then I have tank tops And way back here are dresses. And then moving down, I have some shoes. So these are boots. I have some like flip-flops and flats, some heels, tennis shoes. And I think that's fine for now. I think there's a couple of pairs of shoes I just need to get rid of that I've never worn or haven't worn in years. But that's kind of the really zoomed in look of the closet. First things first, let's get rid of these sweaters because I'm not going to need sweaters anytime soon. We're getting in, it's starting to get warmer here in Michigan, which is so exciting. But I did want to show you guys how I do hang my sweaters because they do say not to like hang the sweater like how you would a normal shirt because it can really sag on the shoulders and kind of stretch out the fabric. So that is why I hang my sweaters like this, and it's super easy to do. So all you need to have is you do need to have a hanger like this that has like the full triangle shape. You don't want one that just has not this part, that makes sense. So you want the full triangle shape. And then all you do is you fold your sweater like this. And then I probably should have put this down, but I'm going to show you it like standing up. And then, wait, this is backwards to me. Okay, hold on. Then you fold your sweater like this, and you take your hanger, and you take the hook, and you kind of put it in the armpit right there. And then you flap over, and voila. Okay, I've never done it like that when I was standing up. I usually just lay it on the bed, but that's basically the gist of it. So that way your sweater isn't like getting, you know, damaged or anything by actually being hung how we usually hang shirts on hangers. So that's just a little hack for you guys. But we're not gonna need these hangers. We're gonna take all the sweaters off and fold them up nice on the bed because those are gonna go in the bins that are gonna go under the bed. So that's what we're gonna do with the sweaters. And I'm also going to be taking a look at the sweaters and seeing, okay, is there any sweaters that I want to get rid of? No, because I don't have that many. And that might be something I'm going to think about once winter and fall come back around and I pull these out and I think about it again. But right now I don't think there's anything that I just have to get rid of. So yeah, I think we're good on sweaters. I do think I'm going to keep this sweater in my closet for right now because it's more of like a springy summer sweater that I think is nice to wear because even though we are transitioning into the warmer months, we are still going to have like 50-degree days, 40-degree days here and there. So this sweater is perfect because it's still, I love like the kind of pink red. It's still kind of got this bright springy color. But you know, the sweaters that are like turtlenecks, I'm not wearing right now in March and April. So we're going to get rid of that. But oh my gosh, look at how much space that was taking. That is crazy. I'm so glad I'm doing this where I'm going to have like a summer closet and a winter closet. I'm so excited. But yeah, let's go ahead and get these all off the hangers, and then we'll keep moving on like in sections. All right, next I want to go through the flannels because I don't need any flannels in my closet right now, and I know there's some I need to get rid of because I have so many. You know what was actually a really good thing I heard the other day about like, you know, deciding whether or not to get rid of something or to like donate it. And I know like the theory used to be like, oh, if this item, like if this doesn't bring you joy anymore, then it's time to get rid of and donate it. And I think that's a little too hard though, because I don't know, like I'm always a person that's like, if I can somehow still use it, I don't think I should get rid of it. And I heard, I think it was like on a podcast that some people were talking about a different theory. And it was, if this had poop on it, would you care enough to clean it up or would you just throw it away? And I thought that was so much better because I feel like if you look at something and you're like, I don't know, does this flannel bring me joy? I don't know. I mean, it's a flannel. Like, you know what I mean? It's not like a sentimental item, but I love that theory of like, okay, like if my dog pooped on this, would I care enough to clean it up or would I just be like, nope, just get rid of it? Like, I think that's a really good, different way to be thinking about stuff when you are going through your closet and organizing and getting rid of things. Now looking at these flannels, I think I'm going to get rid of 3. Because I almost have like duplicates. So this is like a very chunky flannel and I did not wear it at all this winter. I got this 2 winters ago and I just picked up a different chunky flannel that I wore a lot. So I don't need to. And you know what? I also like to think that this is going to bring someone else joy and they're going to love to wear it. So I should not be selfish and keep it in my closet any longer. So I'm going to get rid of that one. And then I'm also going to get rid of oh, now I'm debating it, but I think I need to get rid of this flannel because I have 2 red flannels. And this one I really like to wear more. I just think it's a little bit cuter. I love the hood with it. And this I've had, I mean, this I've had for years. Like, honestly, I might have gotten this in high school. So it might just be time to say goodbye. I definitely need to say goodbye to this one because I never wear it anymore. And I also like to think, you know, if I want to go and get new clothes eventually, and if I don't have room for them, then that's silly. So I need to make room for new clothes that are going to be more exciting and more like fun for me to wear. So yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to get rid of 3 because I don't need 2 red flannels. I don't need 2 like thick chunky flannels. So okay, cool. Now I need to make a different pile for like donation pile and also just like other piles. Now I'm going to go ahead and just keep repeating this process and going through each section, folding up stuff that's going to go under the bed and also starting a donation pile. So, ooh, that's my speaker. We're going to turn some jams on and just power through this, and then I'll catch up with you guys once I go through everything. Okay guys, here's where we're at. So first of all, I do want to say that didn't take as long as I thought it was going to take. We went through like 3 Taylor Swift songs, and I went through everything. And I think why it didn't take long is I kind of already knew going into this the clothes that I'm like was going to get rid of. So I wasn't like, you know, going back and forth, ooh, should I keep this, should I not? I just was like, yep, it's time. Get rid of it, donate it, all that good stuff. So let me show you, first of all, the closet. It is looking so good. Look at all of this room for activity now. I mean, that is a huge improvement. I'm so happy with that. I organized the hats. I went through all the bins. I didn't have to get rid of too much stuff in the bins, but it is all just organized now. Shoes, I only got rid of like 1 pair of shoes, but they were all just stacked up weird against each other, and I had a lot of room on the shelf here, so I was able to lay everything out so nicely. I'm so happy about that. And then here on the ground is my donation pile. So not a ton of clothes, but it was time. They lived their best days here with me. It's time to go move on to a new home. So that's what's on the floor. And then these are all the sweaters that I'm going to pack up and put in the bins to go under the bed. I also have some scarves here, some really thick leggings and tights that I'm just not going to need. These are like winter skirts. So yeah, I'm so happy about that because it's going to free up so much space. And then look at all the hangers. That is crazy. Like, all these clothes were on all these hangers, and now I'm thinking, like, what do I do with these hangers? But I have an idea. So my idea for all these extra hangers with all this extra space in the closet is to hang up some clothes that have been in drawers, but I don't want them to be in drawers. So for example, this t-shirt I'm wearing, I love this t-shirt. I think it's so cute. It's just like a little graphic tee, and I have basically all of my t-shirts, you know, folded in my drawer. But what drives me crazy is some I consider nicer than others, and I want them to not be in a drawer because then they get wrinkled. I would rather hang them up. So I think I'm going to go through my t-shirt drawer, pick out any t-shirts that I think are just cute that I like to wear, just, I don't know, out and about on the town. And like, I feel like I have t-shirts that are, okay, workout t-shirts, and then I have like cute t-shirts that I might wear out, and then I have like nice short sleeve shirts. Does that make any sense at all? So I feel like what I want to do is go through my dresser, pull out a couple of like my cute t-shirts that I like to wear, still like put an outfit together with them, and I think I want to hang those up in the closet so that way they don't wrinkle. Because right now in my closet I basically have like these kinds of short sleeve shirts, like more nicer shirts, and I want to be able to hang up like other things too. So I think I want to do that. And I also have some tank tops that I wear all the time that I think I just want to hang in the closet because it's just easier access. And that way I can free up some space in my dresser because everything is very packed tight in there. So I think that's what I'm going to do with my extra hangers, is bring out some clothes that I know I love to wear a lot, that I don't want to just have stuffed in a drawer. I want them to be nice and hanging up. So yeah, let's do that. And then after that, then I think we need to reorganize sections of the closet, because what I'm thinking right now, it looks like I have skirts, short sleeve, long sleeve, again, that the athletic clothes, jackets, sweaters, and dresses are tucked back there. We gotta flip that around. So we'll do that second. First, I'm gonna go through the dresser and grab any shirts, t-shirts, tank tops, long sleeves that I want to hang up. So let's do that next. I'm telling you guys, I put on the jams, I got in the zone, I cranked that out, and I am so glad I pulled out some t-shirts, tanks, long sleeves from the dresser, because my dresser drawers were like up to here, like you couldn't put any more clothes in there without it like getting, jammed. So I'm so glad I brought out some t-shirts, and I just brought out the ones that, like, as I was showing you guys, like these t-shirts, they're like my favorite t-shirts I like to wear in the summer with like a cute outfit. So these are more my fun t-shirts, and then everything that I left in the dresser drawer are kind of like shirts that I work out in, shirts that I like to sleep in, so I don't care if they're wrinkled, so I'm happy about that. And then same with the tank tops I pulled out and the long sleeves, and then everything else I left in there are more just like, I don't know, wear around the house clothes. Yeah, wait, that's it. That's what I've been trying to like emphasize. What I mean by this is like the clothes I want to wear out in public, I want to put in the closet so that way they're not wrinkled, they look nice. But the clothes that I just wear like around the house, if I'm working out, or just like pajama t-shirts, I don't care if those are wrinkled, so those are fine staying in the drawer. So that's what I've been trying to convey this whole time. So I feel like that's the best way to explain it. So yeah, I went through all of that. I also pulled out a lot of like work t-shirts that I don't wear unless I'm going to work, but I mostly work from home. It's just every so often I have events where I go in, so I'm gonna put on one of those t-shirts, but they don't need to take up space in my drawers, so I'm also gonna put them in the bins under the bed too. So I'm glad I pulled those out. Definitely helped with the space in the dresser, so I'm so happy about that. And now what we're gonna do is finally like organize the closet. So we're like almost at the last step. I'm so excited. So here is what I'm envisioning. I'm envisioning from left to right, like dresses, skirts, tank tops, t-shirts, long sleeves, sweatshirts, jackets. That's what I'm envisioning. So basically like warm to cold is what I'm thinking. Like if I want anything short sleeve tank tops, it's gonna go on the left side. And then if I want jackets, sweatshirts, long sleeve, that's gonna go on the right side. And I feel like that is the best way to organize it. That's what makes sense for me. And from there, there's gonna be subcategories. And I'm thinking like, okay, when it comes to tank tops, I have tank tops that are more dressy tank tops. And then I have tank tops like, let's see, like this one that's kind of more like a Lululemon athletic kind of tank top. So within the tank tops, I'm gonna have your athleisure wear and then nice tank tops, and same with like every other category. So with t-shirts, I'm gonna have my graphic tees, t-shirts that I don't mind, like, I don't know, sweating in maybe, or just more like casual t-shirts. And then after those t-shirts, I'm gonna have like more dressy t-shirts. So for example, I would have this shirt. So like I would have these t-shirts, like graphic tees first, and then after the graphic tees I would have kind of cute little tops like this, and I think that is going to be the way to do it. So now we just got to crank that out, and then we're like almost done. I'm feeling so good about this closet. It honestly makes me so happy now, like that I can see everything, because a lot of stuff was in those drawers. Like this shirt right here, I totally completely forgot I owned, because it was just, under a bunch of other long sleeve shirts. So now I can visually see it, and I get to wear it more because I actually remember that I own it. So I'm so excited about this. If you can't tell, I love organizing. I'm an organizing girly. So let's go ahead and crank out this last step. But first we got to put the jams back on, and I'm just loving the Speak Now album right now. So let's see what's cute next.
Now go stand in the corner and think about what you did.
Perfect, let's go. The closet has been organized. I am so happy how this turned out. I am so glad I took out all the sweaters, all the winter clothes, and I can see everything that I can wear for the spring and summer. What was so funny to me as I was going through my closet was I've been telling Josh, my husband, I've been telling him like, I need to get more color in my wardrobe. Like I have no color in my wardrobe. And now I'm looking at it and like, look at all this. I have green and pink and purple. And I was like, wait, now I do have more than I thought I did. Like I just needed to have it out visually so I could see it. So let me show you guys up close what I did with the closet here. So I have on the left side, we have all the dresses. Well, actually not all of them. So pretty much all the ones that I wear on like a regular basis. I have athletic dresses, I have just regular dresses. I have a ton of white dresses because I got married last year, so I had, had to wear all the white. But then I did put more like fancy, dancy or dresses, things that I would wear to like a really formal event or a wedding way back here because I don't wear them a lot. And in this corner of the closet, that's harder to get to than this corner. So I thought I'd put those clothes or those dresses over here just because I'm not going to have to reach for them so much. And then we have some skirts, some like linen pants. I have 2 sets right here, 2 linen sets. And then we moved to tank tops. So I did go with athletic to then dressy tank tops. And you can't really tell, but I did kind of organize them from light to dark as well. And then right here we have the short sleeve / t-shirt. So these are all like graphic tees, like more like athletic kind of t-shirts. And then here is sort of more dressy t-shirts. I kept the jewelry organizer in the front because I'm always reaching for that. And this way I can visually see really easily like all the jewelry pieces I have. And then after that I have a long sleeve, again, going with more athletic and then more like nicer. I did keep a couple flannels out just because I guess flannels like are good to have all year round. I did put away the thicker ones, but I left kind of more summery ones out just in case, there's like a chilly summer evening that I want to throw a flannel on. And then I have some like my nice Lululemon sweatshirt, some kind of nice, I don't know, like quarter zip, like athletic athleisure wear, long sleeves. I have 2 sweaters that I thought would still work for spring and maybe a cool night in summer. Still have those out. And then I have a couple jackets and my jean jackets, and again, those super fancy dresses. But I am seriously so happy, so happy how this turned out. I think it looks so much crisp and cleaner, and it has me excited to like actually pull out clothes from my closet now. And that reminds me, the other week when I was in California with my aunt, she kept talking about like shopping in her closet. She's like, I'm not buying any more clothes. I'm shopping in my closet because I have so many great things to wear and I just need to shop only in my closet. And I love that idea. And I feel like now that I have reorganized my closet, it feels new, it feels fresh, it feels a little bit more exciting. And now that I can visually see everything so much better, I think it'll be easier for me to kind of like piece together new outfits that I haven't thought of before. So I love that so much because I'm not trying to like do a huge haul and get a whole new wardrobe or anything like that because I'm very happy with the pieces I have. I might want to pick up, 1 or 2 things here and there. Like I don't really have any cardigans, so I think I might want to try and get some new cardigans. But for the most part, I have, I think, a pretty solid wardrobe going on. And again, I can visually see everything. I can see what I have, maybe just, again, like 1 or 2 things I still may need, but like, we're shopping. That's the motto this year is we're shopping in our closet. We are, not spending a ton of money on new clothes. We're just trying to shop in the closet. So I love that. I wanted to share that with you guys because I thought that like a light bulb went off in my head when she said that. I was like, that is genius. And if you can believe it, guys, I still have all of these extra hangers. So I think I'm gonna put those in the closet in our like guest bedroom because I don't know, I don't want to like have a bunch of extra hangers that I don't need in this closet, but I think that is it for the closet clean out vlog. The only last thing I have to do is pack up the clothes and put them underneath the bed, but the like storage boxes that I ordered from Amazon aren't coming till tomorrow, so I'm just gonna do that tomorrow, but I'll have like a picture up here on the screen of what they look like. They were pretty affordable, and I just thought, easy storage to put under the bed. And then the other thing I wanted to ask you guys is I do have now a pretty big donation pile of clothes, and some of them I think are worthy enough to maybe be resold, but like I'm just kind of clueless when it comes to that of like reselling clothes. How do you like to do it? I have done like Plato's Closet before, but you only get like $10 back, but I mean $10 is better than nothing. And like I don't know, I don't have a ton of like designer clothes, but I think I do keep my clothes in very good condition, so definitely let me know down in the comments any tips or tricks to selling your old clothes because I would like to, make a couple bucks back on them if I can and then donate whatever I can't sell. So yeah, but that is it for this closet clean out vlog. I hope you guys had fun cleaning out my closet with me. If you did, please give the video a big thumbs up. And of course, do not forget to subscribe because we have a lot more fun home and also travel vlogs coming your way. So that is it for today's video. Thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you very soon in the next one. Bye!